This is the question. If someone is helping you, do you or do I believe that helping will stay there forever, or that help will disappear? And if it disappears, did I build the capacity of sustaining myself or sustain yourself? Yes, America decided to leave. Hello, welcome. It is Enoch Noel Pambazuka TV online. We wanted to welcome all of you in the entire world, all the corners of the world. Like, Reverian in South Korea, we believe that you guys are doing well, and we hope there you are practicing the social distance to prevent COVID-19, and we encourage each and everyone to do your part or to do your best to make sure the COVID-19 is stopped, and using mask, taking vaccine, and so forth on. Once again, it's Enoch Noel, and we believe that you all are doing well, and if you're not doing well, we pray that things will be better or will get better. Yeah, so this is the question. If someone is helping you, do you or do I believe that helping will stay there forever, or that help will disappear? And if it disappears, did I build the capacity of sustaining myself or sustain yourself? Those are the questions to ask and get an answer or get answers. As we mentioned, was around in Africa, in Middle East or Asia, wherever wars are. But we wanted to see these wars, the long time wars, which have been there for long time, for instance, as we mentioned in Somalia. But today we wanted to shift and focus in Afghanistan. During Afghanistan, Taliban were in power, and therefore there was some human rights abuses, including women's rights, and enforcing Sharia law and so forth on. So that's when there was a coalition to fight against these people who don't uplift the women, enforce those harsh laws and so forth on. That's when America, NATO, even Canada was there. They went and throw away such a government. So since then, America has been in Afghanistan for good 20 years, trying to fight those extremists, and trying to promote or to help those who are promoting the equality, defending women and human rights and so forth on. But the 20 good years, America decided to leave. As we mentioned, if someone is helping you, are we sustain ourselves? Are we getting enough to make sure when there is no help, we are able to sustain ourselves, to defend ourselves? 20 years, America spent there $1 trillion. In 20 years, about or more than 2,000 American soldiers were killed in Afghanistan. In 20 years, America spent there a lot of money training Afghani soldiers, securities, and so forth on. But after 20 years, America gave up and pulled out of Afghanistan. Now, the Taliban on last Sunday, they came back and, took over the country. It is quite disturbing when you look at the, international media, or see the human rights defenders and so forth on. When you see the Sunday, for example, when the military air force was leaving, how the Afghans came, trying to climb this plane, which was, trying to take out the U.S. military forces. It was quite disturbing, and it's really bad. And as we have seen around, so many human rights defenders described that Afghans have been abandoned for after the long-term fight for 20 years. After like $1 trillion, $1 trillion, after more than 2,000 American soldiers lost their lives there. 20 years, now everything has vanished. We are not here to defend anyone, but we are giving out our review, and we are giving out how we think, or give an advice, knowing that if someone is helping you, one day the help will stop. Are we going to be like Afghanistan government? After when the Taliban were entering the Kabul, the capital city of Afghanistan, the president took off. He, according to the press that he gave out, he said that he did not want to fight Taliban because there was going to be a lot of bloodshed, or many people were going to be killed in that way. But we believe that when those people are swearing to take over the country, they vote to defend the country, to make sure no enemy comes and just sweep away the country. But when the Taliban were approaching the capital city, Ashraf Ghani took off. Actually, they accused him that he took even 165 or more million dollars, and he left with 4 cars and so forth on. And this is quite disturbing when you see the situation now. We heard from so many people that now each and everyone there, all the young people, they are trying to take the guns and start to fight the Taliban. And so it's gonna be a big mess, and it's already a mess since the government was abandoned and taken over by the Taliban. And we have seen the press given by the Taliban spokesperson, how they will try to promote the human rights, to defend the women's right, and so forth. But remember, these people, they are there to enforce Sharia law, which means if they catch you have stolen, they cut your arm. You committed adultery, they stone you. Anything, it's eye for eye. And we believe that they will be able to understand that each and everyone has the right to live, and maybe to lower down those capital punishment and so forth on. So those are just a few things we want to talk about this. And the reason, we've heard from so many friends of ours from Afghanistan, from all over the world, this is why I wanted to share with you how we think. We believe that you will enjoy it, and you will give us your feedback. You can put down at the comment, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Once again, thank you for choosing Public TV Online. This was Enoch and Noel.